where to even begin? You know, I didn't think I would need to say this in 2025, but apparently this message is still not understood. Cosplay is not consent. Let me repeat that. Cosplay is not consent. So, what is cosplay is not consent? So, this was basically born out of the 2000s to 2010s, where there was a severe amount of sexual harassment happening to mainly female presenting cosplayers, as a lot of people just see cosplayers as part of the con and not as, like, people. And unfortunately this also still happens in person, but also happens online. You see a lot of cosplayers, they'll post them and they'll have the most disgusting and egregious comments. Case in point, that is beyond disgusting. Like, genuinely needs help and also needs to be having a little talk with the Guardian. Now, a complaint I see a lot of people make is that they think cosplay is not consent would imply SA. It doesn't just encapsulate that. It's not just about SA, though that is a very, very important thing it covers. It talks about people just not wanting to be touched, people not wanting, like, to have photos taken of them. Because I can say, I've had it done so many times, you don't know what that photo is being used for. You don't know. And as well, it's just weird to have a photo taken of you without knowing. So you'd be doing a photo shoot. Myself as a photographer, I've seen it happen when I'm shooting with clients, that someone's going to walk by, take a photo of them, give out to them. They shouldn't have done it to begin with. Or on the opposite end, when I was the cosplayer working with the photographer, you see someone who is neither the photographer or the client shooting, and it's not okay. It really does annoy you because you don't know what they're going to be using that for, as well as, you just don't want that. You give consent when someone asks to shoot. So someone asks for a selfie, you go, yeah, sure. That is giving, consent for them to have the photo. But someone taking a photo of you, they just go and they're like, I took a photo of you there, like, you did not consent to that. Naughty, naughty. So essentially, cosplay is not a waiver to give up one's rights, and cosplay is not a waiver to give up one's right to personal space. So the mantra, it addresses common forms of harassment that cosplayers face. There's non-consensual touching, for example. So someone, groping you, someone, hugging you. We all know someone who is very handsy, and it's not nice, especially when you don't want that. Like, I know myself, I've had someone who's been doing that. It's not fun because you do not know, and as well, some people just don't like being touched, especially those who are neurodivergent, like myself. Not fun, but it doesn't matter if someone is neurodivergent or not. Consent is still needed. Do not touch people without their consent. As I talked with photography as well. Then a lot of ones are inappropriate comments. So you would think, alluding, making inappropriate sexual comments towards someone. Especially, this seems to happen to a lot of younger cosplayers who are female presenting. You'll see, people who, let's say they're doing a Genshin Impact cosplay, right? I don't know the character, I'm gonna put this up, but they get comments where someone is sexualizing them. One, if you don't know them, don't do that. Two, they're probably a minor, so also don't do that, because you are an adult. You do not talk to kids. As an adult, you do not talk to kids, and you do not make sexual comments about kids. Also, just don't make sexual comments about people you don't know. So, yeah, it is rough. Now, this is a more shorter video, but in general, rule of thumb is just ask. Just ask. And if you get an answer, you respect that answer. So, someone asks to take a photo, they say no, accept it. Just accept it. Like, it has become an issue that in some countries that they have badges of no photo badges, because it also, one, it tells people they don't want photos. Two, if they do take photos, it's pretty obvious they didn't want it taken. And it also covers a part, like a large part of the cosplay, making it less desirable for someone to take a photo. That should not have to be a thing, but because people cannot be decent and respect people, they have to be. Cosplay should be a safe space for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Cosplay should be a safe space. And you should not be worrying that someone is going to say something, someone is going to do something to you when you're at an event or like online. You should not have to deal with that. You should not even be thinking about that. But unfortunately, we are in a state where we do have to, especially if you are female presenting. It's not fun and it's really bad. So it's a thing of we need to make a safe community where people feel comfortable to even talk about their stories, where people feel that, you know, like, no matter what, that if they report a creep to security at a con, that they will be listened to and not just brushed away. Because unfortunately, there are a lot of cons where you report to staff and they'll go, "Are they following you now?" "No, they're over there though, so it's not my problem." Like, everyone has the right to feel safe. Plain and simple. Anyway, thank you for watching. Now, a resource I think that people should use if they are in Ireland is this one called Safe Cons Ireland. Now, these guys, very, very good. If you need to report someone, I would recommend going to them. But if someone is bothering you, always report them to the con. I know it can be pretty intense. I've had to do it, unfortunately. But it stops people from possibly getting into the events when they are showing patterns of, you know, like, abusing people at events and of disrespecting people's consent. So just in general, if you can, report the behaviour, and if you see your friends doing behaviour, call them out. Call out people who you see acting in a way that makes other people feel uncomfortable. Cosplay should be a safe space. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Kieran Crow, and have a lovely day. Stay hydrated, and if you're interested in watching any more videos, watch the end card. I'll have some lovely ones for you to watch. Anyway, have a lovely day.